the graphics are gorgeous and it is beautifully directed, but it doesn't support HDR, which kind of blows my mind in this day and age. I mean, like I said, it's
and how colourful it is as well.
I know.
It's going to be made for HDR.
I mean, I had to use the NVIDIA RTX HDR, which is basically NVIDIA's pretend HDR for games that don't have it. But I found that really disappointing, actually. There are other weird technical issues as well, like when the cutscenes were playing, they're in a box. And I thought, why?
How big a box?
Smaller than my monitor, probably about half the size of the display of my monitor. And I had to go to a modding site and download. There's a really good fix mod for it that sorts out the stuttering and silly little technical issues and sorts out you suddenly get an unlocked frame rate in the cutscenes and it actually fills your screen. I mean, imagine that, a cutscene filling the screen. I mean, who would have thought that would be a good idea? Like I said, I use my graphics cards inbuilt pretend HDR to sort that out. So yeah, I suppose technically it's a bit of a mess, and that's a real shame because this game reminds me already, because of how good the story and how well written and original it is. It reminds me of another game called Nier Automata, which is it's actually in my top 10 favourite games of all time, Nier Automata. And that was also an unbelievably buggy mess. And it took Square Enix literally years to fix it. And I've got a feeling this is going to be the same. I mean, they have they've patched a few things in, like frame generation, but
without getting completely sidetracked, do you think that's partly due to what you said to begin with? They're kind of not an indie, you're classing them as a double A. Could it be more budgetary? And
no, because the game has been massively successful. This game has so, and also a lot of people don't understand the Game Pass model. If you have a game on Game Pass and lots of people play it, you get paid more. So obviously lots of people have played it on Game Pass. That's a cash injection. Obviously lots of people have purchased it. That's a cash. So this game has done well.
They can fix these issues.
Yeah, and they should have done. Really, I mean, to their credit, they've not been pumping out nonsense DLCs and stuff like that. But they should have really fixed. If they could put together a magnificent game like this, they can fix the very, very obvious bugs. Even if they hire somebody in to do it for them and give them some of that money that they've made, they owe it to the people that have paid for this game to really do that.